Good morning, welcome back to Northwest Angling. As you can see, you found me on the prom today, well this morning. It's an early one, 5 o'clock currently. And we've decided to come and fish a place that I've fished quite a lot really, and I've been quite successful fishing for conger eels. I've had some really nice fish off this venue, so fishing by Woodside ferry, and the target is conger eels. The original plan was to potentially have a little trip up to Anglesey, but it was too much of a rush to get home from work, get a couple of hours kip and then head to the island. So I thought I'd decide to stay local. Seen a couple of reports in the last week where 2 conger eels have come out. So that's promising. So I decided to get back on the conger mission. I have set myself a target to getting a 20-pound conger eel. I know that's going to be a bit of a marathon and not a sprint. But this place, I had my PB conger eel off here, which was 19 pounds 7 ounces. So there's definitely some good fish off here. I've heard of some 20s, 19s, 15s, 13s. So it does throw up good fish. It's a snaggy venue. As I say, you've got the 2 ferry terminals either side. You've got Woodside one side, and you've got the ferry terminal, the P&O cruiser terminal to the left of me, so I'm fishing directly in the middle of that. I say it does throw up some good fish. You get cod off here as well in the winter. There have been a few reports of some cod as well, so there is definitely a chance of that. Got some squid. But yeah, it's just going to be fishing fish baits, big hooks for the congers, 8-0s on a running ledger. And I'll also put out a pulley rig as well, a little bit further out, see if we can pick anything else up. Potential doggies as usual. A few bullosses actually coming out as well at the moment in the last week and a half. And as I say, chance of an early cod, which would be nice. So one rod's already in with the conger bait on, just a mackerel head. Chucked it about 20 yards out. You do tend to get the congers quite close in here. I had mine literally 2 foot off the edge of the wall, so as the tide starts to flood a little bit later on, I'll potentially put one down there. And that one's about 20 yards out. So I'm going to get the other rod set up now, get that one out, and let's get fishing. Just in case you was wondering why there was a picture of Paul O'Grady staring at me in the background. There is a painting that's been done on this building behind me. Obviously when he passed, done this in his memory. He was a local lad to Birkenhead, so that's the reason why you've got a cross-dresser staring at you, which is a bit weird, and then Paul O'Grady. Okay, so we've got both rods out now. Say fishing 2 rods today. One for the conger eels just down the edge on running ledges, 8-0 hooks, 150 pound. Trace and just a general pulley rig really. Put that one a little bit further out just to see if there's anything knocking about. But it's congers that we're after. Be nice to get an early one. Seen there was one caught a little bit further down last night, a couple of pound, and there was one the other night as well, a little strap. So they are starting to come in. So yeah, it's a lovely morning. The sun is just starting to break the clouds over the Liverpool skyline. We'll be fishing till around about 10 o'clock this morning. It's roughly around about 6 o'clock now. So yeah, early days. Decided to treat myself to an external mic setup for recording. For those who watched the previous video, which was down at Perch Rock, there was around about 30-40 mile an hour gusts on that video, and I wasn't quite happy with obviously the quality of the sound, so I decided just to get myself a little setup. So I'm hoping that the quality is going to be a bit better. I've got it on now, which you can see with the little dead cat on it. There is a bit of a breeze, not too bad. I don't think it would have affected the video today, to be honest. But I thought I'd decide to give it a go and test it out on this video to see what the sort of quality is like for the sound. I've done a couple of test videos and stuff like that, and it seems to be doing okay. So let us know what you think. Is it a lot clearer? Hopefully it's going to enhance the watching experience and the audio for the channel. So this session, while obviously targeting Conger eels, it's also a little bit of an experimental session really with the external mic. So yeah, let us know what you think. Setups for today: on the left hand rod, got an Achios Nitron F15, and that's 25 pound mainline, 70 pound shock leader, and that is on the compressor SS. So that's the Conger rod just over the edge. And then on the second, we've got Pen Fathom Casting Special, again 25 pound line, 70 pound shock leader, and that is on the new rod, which is the Achios Creed. I've got that one a little bit further out. So we've got the big boys out today, hopefully for a big fish. Okay, so pulley rig, squid, quite a long pulley rig really, just fishing on a plain lead as well. So it's only a small tide, 23 foot, which is really small for here, hence the reason why I decided to stay local to target the Conger eels. The smaller tides do seem to be better and do seem to produce. So let's get a squid bait out, put this one a little bit further out. It's got the big stanner line now that's just came into dock. You get some pretty big ships that come up and down the river. Obviously the stanner lines come in quite frequently, with that being the port, one of the main ports. But what we did have, which was moored up over by the Liver building, which is that building directly in front there, we had the Queen Mary 2, the cruise ship. They come in here quite often as well. Amazing to see. The size of the ships are unreal, but they tend to dock over there. But yeah, Stena Lines just there came into port, so you can just see the wagons coming off now. You probably can't hear the noise, but yeah, quite a lot of banging going on and stuff like that. I'd say quite a good test for the little camera system really, the external mic. I'll look back on the video and probably guessing you won't be able to pick that up, which is quite good. Okay, quick update. Hour and a half into the session now, 7 o'clock. One indication on the Creed a little bit earlier on, just a little small bite, a couple of rattles, but nothing developed off that. The Conger rod is now down the edge of the wall. Tide starting to build. Got about another 2 hours now to low water, high water, sorry. So hopefully we can start seeing some action, getting a bit of depth of water now. So it's not a huge tide, it's only a small tide. But quite interestingly, before there was a couple of pigeons that flew right down to the edge, right below me, and they never appeared. So I kind of peered over the edge of the wall, and there's a load of pigeons just hiding in the cracks of the wall. So that probably explains the Conger eels being down the edge, hiding in and amongst the cracks. I did have mine, as I say, 2 foot off the wall. That was a couple of years back. Managed to get that out on a half a bluey. So if there's cracks in the wall above the tide line, there's definitely going to be cracks in the wall below the tide line. But obviously, the tide, especially when it's rough, crashing against it and stuff like that. So, as I say, the conger eel has gone down the edge now on half a mackerel. And the other rod is a little bit further out, and that's just on squid. Got some bluey with me, but just holding off from the bluey for now. I'll probably just stick it out on the squid and mackerel, to be honest, and see how we go with that. So early days, got about another 3 hours worth of fishing, so plenty of time left. Okay, so update. Bang on high water now, and yeah, it's very, very quiet. Had a bit of a slack line bite before and tightened up. Snag. Unfortunately, lost the whole set of gear, and next cast out, same again, straight into a snag. So two sets of gear lost. Tried different sorts of distances down the edge, a little bit further out, medium range, as far as I can put it. Just not able to find anything. No dogfish, no nothing. But I was kind of expecting today to be a bit of a slow session, to be honest. To be a quiet one. It was fish big sort of session. So I'm probably going to give it around about half an hour, 40 minutes now. And see how we get on. But the sun's up now. Absolutely beautiful morning. And I'll probably have a little day out later on somewhere. So, but yeah, good to get out anyway and have a few hours on the river. Say 40 minutes left. Hopefully within them 40 minutes we can see a fish. If not, nice morning to be out. Right, see if this is in a snag. It's been out there for a while. No, that one's free. Happy days. But I'll pack this rod away now. Keep that conger rod down the edge for about another 10 minutes or so. 20 past 9 now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it 10 minutes and call it a day. Go and spend the day with the missus somewhere. Take a trip into Anglesey. Have a nice day out. Weather's lovely, so why not make the most of it? But again, baits are still coming back absolutely perfect, just as they've been going out. Yeah, let's get this one packed away. Okay, so that's it now. Session's over. Car's all packed away. Very, very quiet, but what a lovely morning to be out on the river. Beautiful. But yeah, fishing wasn't great, but I was kind of expecting it, to be fair. Fishing big baits, but never mind. So from Paul O'Grady, Lily Savage and myself, we'll see you again.